Let me tell you a story about a pair of brothers, Andy and Dustin. They're like no others. They hit the road, traveling land, testing out food. Ain't that grand? From fast food joints to local dives, they're on a mission, taking crazy drives. They'll sample it all, junk food galore. But the question remains, what's worth fighting for? Southern DN'A, showing down Southern DN'A, exploring every town. They're on the hunt, searching far and wide for the flavors that'll make you satisfied. Let me tell you a story about a pair of brothers, Andy and Dustin. They're like no others. They hit the road, traveling land, testing out food. Ain't that grand? From fast food joints to local dives, they're on a mission, taking crazy drives. They'll sample it all, junk food galore. But the question remains, what's worth fighting for? Southern DN'A, they're chowing down Southern DN'A, exploring every town. They're on the hunt, searching far and wide for the flavors that'll make you satisfied. Southern DN'A, showing down Southern DN'A, exploring every town. They're on the hunt, searching far and wide for the flavors that'll make you satisfied. Southern DN'A, showing down Southern DN'A, exploring every town. They're on the hunt, searching far and wide for the flavors that'll make you satisfied. For the flavors that'll make you satisfied. Southern DN'A, showing down Southern DN'A, exploring every town. They're on the hunt, searching far and wide for the flavors that'll make you satisfied.
Well, welcome to another Friday evening, guys. I'm here hanging out with you again, as always, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's when I show this lovely face on camera, and I get to come out here and hang out with you guys. I don't know why my volume turned up. That's really weird. Anyways, we got some interesting thing to talk about today. Kind of troubling more than anything. I feel like I'm not centered for some reason. Did I move my camera? Camera look moved, y'all? Shouldn't be. Oh, now it's all whack. Oh, it's all over the place, guys. I'm sorry. This camera was set up just right, and now it's all over the place. What happens? Anyways, all right. So, we got something that's pretty troubling that I want to talk about today. Not anything to do with, well, I mean, it has something to do with me. And the residents of this area that I live in. So we're going to talk about it today. And I will also take any questions that you may have about any of our videos and the likes. But as you see, today is Friday, and it is a beautiful, beautiful day here. It's a little warm. It has been, I don't know, seems like the sun has just decided it was going to fry all of this area. All of east of the country, and it's blaring down on us. But it's a warm day, but the sun shines beautiful out, and we're going to be talking about some interesting stuff. But before we get into that, you know what I only do it one time throughout the whole thing, and I'll never talk about it again. And if that's a way to support me, and if you want to support me, the best way to do it is through Blackout Coffee Company. The link, affiliate links in the description of the video right here, and you can get you some of the best coffee that's out there. My favorite that I'm drinking right now is the Jamaican Me Crazy, but the Blueberry Crumble, another good go-to. And I drink my coffee straight black, and it gives me a little bit of flavor. That's not just coffee. It's just got a little bit of flavor on the outside, but if you add creamer or something to it, it just boosts the flavor even more. So it's the only coffee that we drink in this household. And actually, Andy likes it so much, he started drinking it also. So this is the best coffee you're going to get out there by bar none. So go ahead and get you some Blackout Coffee Company. And in the checkout, type in SDNA 20, and you'll get 20% off of your order when you do that. So if you want to support the channel, best way to do it is going to our shop and buy you some merch. We got all kinds of different shirts out there, hats, all you can think, or everything you think of, it's on this site. Even some of our older stuff is still on here. I don't know why it's not going to it right now, but yeah, you can go to our oh, there it goes. It just takes a second. I'm a little impatient, guys. Sorry, but yeah, you can go to some of like our Fear the Beard shirts. They're all here. It comes in multiple different colors to pick from. So why don't you go in here and get you some merch, support the channel if you can. All right, boom. See. Oh, also don't forget to join the Discord if you want to be part of the community. All right, see, that's it. I got it out of there. Okay. So, as you know, I live in Bristol, Tennessee. And this past year, we had been delivered, I should say, or told that the county taxes for property tax was going to go up. And it was, I think, I want to say it was, I can't remember what it was, but it went, I think it went up quite a bit, actually. Because, see, the last time I evaluated our properties, it was about half of what they valued this time. And the tax rate now is at $1.92 per $100. They try to gaslight everybody and say, oh, it's not going to really raise your taxes. This is going to even out through other things also. Well, that's a flat out lie. And I can tell you that's a flat out lie because I have my house escrowed. It means, you know, it comes out every single month. My mortgage comes out every single month, my check, and the taxes is in that mortgage also. So everything's escrowed. The insurance, the taxes, everything's escrowed through my mortgage. And they sent me a letter not long after they were telling us that they raised the property taxes and valuations of our properties because they're money hungry. I guess they really desperately needed a roundabout in Bluntville for some reason. But they raised the value of the homes, and then I get a letter from my mortgage company saying, hey, what you're paying right now is not enough to cover the taxes at the end of the year. We're going to have to start raising your monthly payments, or you can go ahead and pay this lump sum now to cover at the end of the year. So, flat out lie, number one. You know, Sullivan County gaslights us, tells us that that's not going to happen, that, you know, which flat out lie. So, recently, Bristol, Tennessee has now decided that they're going to start raising their taxes. And looks like there's some maybe possible corrupt people that's happening in the I guess town hall, because the way Bristol, Tennessee's set up, it's like we don't vote on a mayor. They kind of appoint a mayor, which I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't know they appointed a mayor in Bristol. I thought until here recently, I thought we voted for a mayor and everything. But no, we vote for the council. The council elects a figurehead, basically. And it looks like those people that are in charge are not liking the backlash that they're receiving over this proposed tax hike that's going on. Reached out to this young man, Trevor Lee. I didn't get a response, but I told him I was going to put his article on the channel today because he was there and witnessed the city council. And I'm going to read off and I'm going to show y'all exactly what he said happened in the Bristol, Tennessee city council meeting about the proposed tax hikes. So, okay. Yeah, here we go. All right. It says, what we witnessed tonight at city council should trouble every resident of Bristol. Tonight, the Bristol, Tennessee City Council met to pass a budget that raises your property taxes again. This time, they set the increase slightly below the hike they voted against just weeks ago, which I think it was 2 weeks before. It will produce some outcome. Let's see. It will produce. I think it maybe then produce the same outcome on citizens with slightly different label. The result: more strain on working families in a town already being asked to carry more than its fair share, which I have to agree again, stating the Sullivan County tax hike. But the numbers weren't the most disturbing part. When asked why the city purchased the L.C. King property, your tax dollars used, no explanation given. The response was, now isn't the time to talk about that. When a citizen asked again about the Todd Houston baseball field, questions he's been asking for months, he was met with silence. He wasn't asking anything unreasonable. He simply wanted answers from people elected to represent us. And when another citizen had the courage to ask budget questions during the budget discussion, the mayor said it wasn't the time for the council to be grilled. But that's exactly what accountability looks like. Citizens asking tough questions and leaders having the decency to respond. Instead, they ignored questions, they dodged concerns, even a comment about the rumor that the Avoca Branch Library could be closing was brushed aside. Throughout the meeting, the mayor appeared visibly annoyed by the citizens who dared to speak up. When residents voiced their concerns and asked questions politely during the public comment, the mayor often sighed and dismissed them. It sent a clear message: your voice is inconvenient. Citizen voices aren't an interruption. They are a foundation, or the foundation. This isn't how transparent government works. This isn't how Bristol works. This is a council that seems more interested in protecting its own decisions than in serving the people who pay the bills. Bristol deserves better. I do want to highlight that after public comment, Vice Mayor Turner acknowledged the people, and he agreed. He voted no. Other members should take notes of his actions. The budget and tax increase passed. Only Turner voted against it. It moves on to the July 8th final meeting for final passage. So we're seeing this not just in this city, not just in this area. We're seeing this in a lot of cities, a lot of government buildings across America. It's an inconvenience now for the residents, or for the people in charge, to hear the residents, the peasants, dare they speak up against this disgust and tyranny that's being brought down on them. Look, as I said before, Sullivan County already raised a huge tax increase on the residents of Bristol, Tennessee, Kingsport, Tennessee, Blountville, Tennessee. Raised the tax pretty high there. Bristol then comes out and says, hold my ball. Let's go ahead and gouge these people even more. For what? We're not sure, because it's not like we're, needing the money to fund what? I mean, they're not letting us know what they're trying to fund. But apparently it's $1 million deficit is what they're trying to make up for. For what? The roads are not being taken care of. We don't have any big projects that's going on that needs to be addressed. I'm going to tell you right now that the trash is a disaster in Bristol, Tennessee. They ripped the lid off my trash can, don't even care about fixing it, and then dump trash all over the place out on the street. don't dare clean it up, just keeps on going about their day, and it looks like a mess. Do they come and sweep the streets? Not in this area, but I live in city limits, so I'm not sure why Bristol has now gotten to the mindset where we want to gouge you of your money, but we're not going to show you any proof of where that money is going. And I want you to also realize that this puts a very stress on the people that can't, go out and make more money. It's like the seniors, the disabled people, the disabled veterans, myself included, who can't go out and earn more money to combat against this increase of taxes. So you're just taxing them into the grave, where they cannot afford to live in this area that we call home anymore. You're just raising the taxes. And for what? Because Bristol, Virginia wanted to put a casino up. The racetracks hosting BLM, the baseball, MLB. Sorry, MLB. I got my acronyms backwards. MLB baseball. You want to make sure the roads outside the stadium look good or something? Is that why you're raising it $1 million, or is it because Zaxby's opened up a third location in Bristol and you had to do a couple of turns? You wanted to redo the whole road right there. Is that the reason? Because I'm curious why you're raising our taxes at this point. I have no idea. You're not letting the people that live here, the people that voted you in, know exactly what you're spending money on, and we're not seeing any benefit from it. All we're seeing is a inflation of homelessness, drug users. I mean, there's a time. I mean, there's some days you drive. If I drive to my chiropractor, there's some meth head on the street dancing. We see the rise of that, but we're not seeing any positive outcomes of the money that you're already getting from us. Comes to find out that our mayor has a job in South Carolina, so he doesn't even work here. Why is that even allowed? Why is that a thing? It should be common sense. How is this guy allowed to even be in a part of our chambers if he's got a job in a different city and he's not even working in this area? It means he has no care if the taxes go up in this city. Because if it gets too high, he's just going to move down to South Carolina. This guy should not get a vote. You don't have no skin in the game at that point. So that is a eye-opening thing that should every resident of Bristol know that there's something fishy going on here. But again, when there's public forum, when it's a city council meeting and they open it up for discussion, and they give the opportunity for residents to come up there and voice their grievances or talk about something that's important to them, it shouldn't be a burden or feel like a burden to the city council members that's there being grilled about what their money's going to. This shouldn't be a thing, and you shouldn't dismiss the residents of your city that you're already trying to tax them into the grave about. This is what blows my mind. When I read this, I was like, wow. And I was going to go down there to it. I actually totally forgot that it was going on that night. Slipped my mind that we was having a city council meeting. I was going down there. I'm kind of glad I didn't, because I would probably been hauled off just because I've been so mad I would have had to storm off or something because of that. Because I mean, you don't treat your residents like that, especially when they're demanding the answers of where their money's going to, that you're trying to bring money more out of them. That does not look good. And at this point, there needs to be a special, maybe it's time to get them out of that office role, special election. because they're not doing the jobs that they're supposed to be doing. And look, I don't like that thought process. I mean, I voted for those people to be in there. And if Vice Turner is the only one that wants to listen to the residents, maybe he's the only one that deserves to be in there. Maybe we need to change the way that process works up where we get to vote for who the mayor is going to be. Like most cities or towns, they get to vote who the, how'd this even come about where Bristol, Tennessee doesn't get to vote for their mayor? That boggles my mind. There's some changes that need to happen here, and it needs to be addressed. I did go on and read that this young man, I guess, is forming some kind of, I guess, a petition that he's going to try to propose. He's going around again, I guess, getting signatures, and I guess he needs the 10% of the total municipal votes from the 2024 election to so it'd be on the ballot next year. Problem is the damage will be our, and not saying anything he's doing wrong. It's just the damage is going to be if they vote this new tax increase in, it's going to be done. The damage is done at that point. We already see on the Tennessee side that there's businesses are closing down because they cannot afford to be here, and you're already raising now you're raising the taxes of the Bristol residents. Guess what that's going to do? There's going to be a lot more houses on the market because they're going to have to try to sell to get out of this area. You're not bringing people in. You're trying to export people out because why? You're money hungry? Because you're not showing us what you need that money for, and then they're going above the state mandated or the state allotted tax increase, I guess, which I think it was $1.68 per 100 or something like that. So it went above that too. So I'm calling on maybe the state is in general come in and intervene with this nonsense, because this is insane. This is insanity what they're trying to do to the residents of this city. I've been here now for almost 12 years. No longer than that. Almost. How long have I been here? We're about 12 years. About 12 years. So, my wife's lived in this county for all of her life. So there's some major things that are some disturbing things that need to be fixed. I tried to get this young man on here to talk to him about it, what his plans are. I've not heard a response back. If I do hear a response from this young man and he wants to do an interview, I'll surely gladly have him on, because he looks like he's going to be spearheading some things, trying to get some stuff fixed, because he says that the required elected officials to work locally. I think that's yeah. Why are you working outside the city limits? Especially in another state, in a different state, when you don't have any skin in the game that you're technically the mayor of. What? Elected the mayor directly, which again, how is that not a thing in this? That blows my mind. So, yeah, this is crazy. Blows my mind. The mayor, if you live in this area and you want to call and share your voice displeasure with what's going on, you're more than welcome to. The mayor is Mark Hutton, and he absolutely should resign, because if it's a hassle to hear your residents out on some issues that we all can agree that does not need to happen this way. I don't think anybody wants to get their taxes raised in this city, especially when they're doing it so cowardly. You're not even letting us know why you think the taxes need to be raised this much. So yeah, this needs to change. And he needs to resign. And if you want to share your displeasure about that, I suggest you call City Hall the Chamber of Commerce here in or Chamber of whatever they call it, because it's something weird. They call it something weird in Bristol too. Call it up, let them know you're thoroughly displeased with this and that you demand better. I hope this young man gets this petition. I'll be gladly to sign from what I'm read on here. I'll be gladly to sign it because I'm reading what he's got on here. It seems very reasonable. You know, it seems very reasonable to me. And I would suggest calling for him to step down and some of the other elected officials to step down and have a special election to fix this mess. This is a mess. Look, raising taxes, whether you need it or not, is not always an easy thing. You know, if it has to be done, it has to be done. Which I don't think there's other ways to probably get the revenue that they're seeking than raise the taxes in this area, especially on the residents. I mean, that are trying to do that. I think you could probably stop giving some benefits to Bristol Motor Speedway. That might help. I don't know. I mean, let it help. Ask them to help fund some of the projects that you're doing. I mean, we all fund their stuff. Help have them fund some of the stuff. Maybe. Just saying. But there's other ways of doing it, and if it has to be done, I get it. It's not an easy thing, but you got to let your residents know why these things are needing to be done, why these things why the taxes are going to go up, and what they're needed, what the taxes are needed for. You can't just say, we're raising the taxes, we don't care about your complaints or opinions, and we're not going to tell you where the money's going to. That's a shady way of doing it. That's an underhand way of doing it. And this city deserves better. It deserves a transparent council, and it actually deserves to be able to vote for their mayor and the mayor to work in this area. Seems reasonable, So that's my thoughts on it. I know it's a little bit of a hard subject today, but I think it needed to be said. And if I find out more, I'll keep y'all updated on that. That subject is wild to me to think that that this is going on, and the people that we voted for to be in charge is, they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. So, which does, I should be surprised. I really. Okay, so what it says, it's 33 cents higher than the state's certified rate. 33 cents higher is what they're proposing, and it's only 5 cents lower from the failed vote the week before. So they wanted to raise it over $1.90, and now they're like, oh, we'll just go to $1.87, which is 33 cents higher than the state certified rate. But that should be fine. That blows my mind. The county did the same thing. The county did the same. County's just as bad. They spent $1 million on a roundabout that nobody asked for. So, crazy times we're living in this area. I'm telling you right now, crazy times. But yeah, if I find out more, I'll let y'all. I'll let y'all know. So I'm trying to read some more stuff on this and see what. Yes, yeah. I have no idea what's going on here. And they're not shedding any lights on why they're raising the taxes. They're not. So, but the Virginia side had the same issues. I mean, this city seemed a little. It honestly might be time to move this city. You know, might be what it is. But I know what y'all are really here for. It's not me. It's this sleepy dog right here, Dixie Belle. Y'all are here for the Dixie Belle. She hasn't said hi yet today. Come here and say hi. Say hi to everybody. Yep. I know that's why y'all are really here, is for the Dixie Belle. And again, I'm here to answer any questions about any of the videos we have. So if y'all have any questions, please feel free to ask them. I'm here for another 30 minutes. And so yeah, trying to make sure I got everything still set up right. Yeah, again, it's a beautiful Friday. If nothing else, it's a beautiful Friday out there. Sun is shining. It's a nice green sunny day as it looks out there. So I mean, gotta be thankful for that. Although, like I said, the last things I was just talking about were kind of tough to deal with because they're just blowing our money out the water. Which I can't believe that. I'll be broke before too long. Guys, this is why I need y'all. If y'all want to support the channel, this is why I need you to support the channel, is because they are raising my taxes into the ground. Go buy you some Blackout Coffee Company. That's what you need. Blackout Coffee. That's what you need. Buy a shirt. What in the world is that? Ugh. Ugh. Oh. Okay. Scary. I need to see. Tomorrow is our live stream, but I got stuff going on all day tomorrow. I need to contact Andy today and let him know that he needs to get here because we got to do our live stream, and we can't hang around as long as we did last time because we have a get together to go to, or at least I do. I don't know if he's going or not, but I got to get together. I'm going to. So I definitely. Oh, I know what I was looking for. So I got to get a hold of him. But we should be on a live stream tomorrow. And then next week's video. Wow, what is? I don't even know what is next week's video. See, I've been doing other stuff this week's been busy. So I'm not really. Oh yeah, we do the one that Andy said that y'all swore up and down have been asking him about. So it comes out not this Saturday because tomorrow's a live taste test, but it comes out the week after. So we'll see if that's true. If it doesn't get any more views than what the Bucky's video does, I'm going to say he's full of snot. So we'll see. We'll see. But I hope you do enjoy it. It's shot a little different. We tried a different type of way shooting it. So, excuse me. We'll see if you like it. If you do, let us know. And I need to start looking at different things for the channel. You know, one thing I do hate about what happened during COVID, which COVID in general hated, the whole time period was pretty rough because they shut down everything. But since then, no stores carry anything anymore. It's hard to get your hands on anything at a store. Used to, you could walk into a store and say, hey, I would like to get something. They're like, yeah, we got it right here, or got something very similar to what you're looking for. Now, you go into like a Best Buy or something, you're looking for something, and they're like, or a Walmart, and well, that's going to take you know, a week to get this in. Like, what? It's like that everywhere, you know. It's Walmart's like that, Best Buy's like that. You know, you go into a store looking for something, you can't find nothing, and everything's online, or you know, and they want you to pay yourself now, and pay with your phone and all this other stuff. It's like, geez, it's a mess. Does it? They have this in? Oh, it's top. I see. I need something that's a little bit different. And I see this one's shipping. They don't carry anything anymore. I miss the days that people carried stuff in house, and that you would get what you're looking for. Now you can't find nothing. Go away. It's all. I'm trying to find stuff that will help the channel, you know, because Andy had been complaining about not being able to see the chats very well because I guess he's blind. He can't see the chat come in very well, which I mean, I can't bug him too much. I have to squint my eyes a little bit. I'd like to get some kind of little monitor put in front of us so we can see y'all's chats coming in on Saturdays. But when you go to like Best Buy to try to get something here, it's never here. They got to ship it to you, you know. And like, I wonder if I could probably use my iPad. It'd probably save me some money if I just did that. I have to look to see if I can do that. Actually, you know what, guys? Hold that thought. I'm gonna go get my iPad, see if I can use it right now while I'm on this live stream. All right, I'm back. Oh. Let's see if we can do this because I'm not sure if I can or not. I'll have to download the app. Because they have the different type of app, so all right, let's download this app here. Open. I can enter it. Oh, don't want to do that. Oh, sweet. So I can use the live chat on here. Okay, that works. I'll just use this and I'll just hitting my microphone with my hat. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I can just use this. I also have to charge it up. See, guys, that's what. Thank y'all. Y'all got, you know, sitting here talking. That saved me about $100 some bucks right there. Instead of having to do that, I can just use this as a chat thing. That works out beautifully. So I can actually take that off of my Amazon list here. So I don't have to worry about getting one. I'll be able to see your chat come in. What I'm talking about. See, just got to think about it. Just got to do a little thinking about it, and boom, there it was. Y'all helped me brainstorm, which will actually save me quite a bit because I had to buy a cord I was going to run too, so that I could be able to see your chats come in right here on this thing. The only thing it doesn't do, and I don't understand why, it doesn't send Facebook chats, which we don't get a lot of Facebook messages or Facebook chats anyways, but it doesn't send Facebook chats to the Rumble thing, which is another thing I want to talk about today too. Guys, if you watch this on YouTube, look, we have a huge, or I won't say huge, we have a decent following on YouTube. Not huge, decent. And it's growing, and it's still growing. And I appreciate everybody that subscribes to us on YouTube. I appreciate it, appreciate it. But did you know that YouTube has always ran in the red, meaning they have never made any money? And you say, how is that possible? Google pumps money into YouTube. They funnel all that money into YouTube to keep it going. Meaning at any time, for any reason, if they decide to shut down YouTube or separate YouTube from Google, YouTube becomes no more. It will not exist because it does not make any money. No one's going to purchase a platform that does not make any money. So what I suggest you doing, if you would, support us on Rumble. Go make an account. I know it's another video platform. It scares you because it's newer. I mean, it's not the newest. It's not newest, but it's newer. It scares you because it's something different. Go make an account on there and subscribe to us on there. Help us build up our brand on Rumble instead, because theirs is profitable. They run theirs, it's Rumble, it's Facebook, X. They all run theirs completely different than the way YouTube runs it. So we want you, in case that does happen, we want to still be able to reach everybody that watches our channel. And the best way to do that is to follow us on Rumble, where we have our stuff going out to right now. You get all the content goes through Rumble right now, so you can get that content there. Does it have the same as much library as I do, on YouTube? No, but we're every new video comes out is on Rumble, so we are growing our content over there. But we, if that ever, I'm not saying it's going to, but it could very well happen where, if for some reason Google and YouTube get separated because of a monopoly issue, YouTube becomes no longer exists because it's never been profitable. So it always runs in the red, as it costs a lot of money to run these servers for video hosting. And so yeah, you're going to, that's why Facebook right now, I don't know if you noticed that Facebook's deleting videos over after so long. So it's because it costs a lot of money for them to store those videos on their clouds or on their servers. It costs quite a bit of money, so they're deleting videos over time. So yeah, if you want to support us on Rumble, sign up, make an account over there and follow us. It helps us out in this end, because, be honest with you, our luck, by the time we're able to start making money on YouTube, they'll go bankrupt. They'll shut it down. So, who knows? Something popped up. It said emergency meeting. I was trying to figure out what's going on. Oh, it's some kind of health thing. All right. They always put something flashy to get myself, oh, what is that? Which maybe that's why my channel's not doing as well, because I'm not good at those flashy catching, thumbnails. I try to make them fun, but you know, I'm not the best at that. Which hopefully eventually we'll have an editor for that. So, well, we're getting closer, guys. We're getting closer. We're halfway there. Halfway there. And once we get there, with your support, we'll be there. I don't know. You know what I'd like to do is I'd like to get on one of these other creators and like collab with them. That'd be fun. There ain't a lot. There's no creators I know of in this area, so that does anything similar to what we do. So, and the biggest like on people on Rumble, the biggest stuff that they do is either play video games, which I don't have a setup for that, or they will politics, which we try to steer clear of, which kind of blew my mind on one of the last comments we got on one of the video, or my last video. We got a comment, which, you know, you can look at me, probably guess where I line up politically. I don't state it because I stay away from politics as much as I can, especially national politics. And I did just get in spinning talking about, you know, taxes, but national politics I kind of steer, you know, clear of because it's a hot button issue. That being said, this comment that popped up on one of our last videos. Let me just show you. It's had me kind of just like, wow. Let's see, where's it at? Community. Oh, there it is. Probably troll. So, you know, I don't look too much in it. It was just the comment itself. I was like, wow. Can you believe that was even typed in a chat? This one right here on our last video. Who did y'all vote for? You never know with the whites. Guys, just if you feel like you need to type that, just don't. Okay, I'm not going to respond to it other than I just did right there. That's just that right there is a demonstration. Don't type something like that. I'm not going to respond. I'm not going to give it a time of day. This is the only time I'm ever going to mention this part again or any comments that come out like that afterwards. We make family-friendly content that anybody from any political party can watch. And they don't have to worry about us cussing and causing some kind of disturbing things that show up on other people's channels. And we give you our honest take on the foods that we try. Fridays, I come and I hang out with you guys, answer questions about the videos we do, and we talk about random stuff. We talk anything from like wrestling to the weather to funny stories about things that happened on the channel in the past. But if you're going to come on here and make a political / racist comment, kindly move yourself off the channel. Because we don't have the energy to deal with that stuff. So it's the only time I'm going to address it. And if there's comments like that again, I'm just going to ignore them like I used to do on most stuff. But that comment right there, I was like, yikes. Wow. Okay. We're going there, you know. Crazy. But yeah, we want to try and make this inviting for everybody to come and have a good time and watch and kind of be distracted from the things that are going on in their everyday life. That's why I come in and try to have a good time with you guys on Fridays to try to get away from some of that stuff. Because there's a lot of chaos going on out in the world right now. There's a lot of chaos. And I want to come on here and hang out with you guys and talk and have a good time. You know, Dixie comes up here. That's who you're all here for anyways. It's not me. It's Dixie, I know. But you know, I tell you stories about things that are going on in my day, in my everyday life, and our videos, and I take questions, and we have a good time. We laugh. We have people from all over the world come in here sometimes and talk. I mean, we've had people from Norway. We've had people from England. We've had people from the Middle East even show up one time. So we've had people from everywhere come in here, and I like to invite everybody to come in here and have a good time and try to get away from some of that stuff. So yeah, the only time I'm ever going to address it is then, and that's it. So if you feel like you have to say something like that, just don't, because it's not going to get any of my attention. So didn't even bother me. I kind of was like, wow, you know, but just letting y'all know ahead of time, don't try it. It's not going, you know, you're not going to get the response that you're looking for. So, but yeah, I hope everybody's doing good wherever y'all at today, because it is a warm one out there. And if you're at work, hopefully it's not in the sun, you know, and it's not blaring down at you. Hopefully you're indoors somewhere where a nice AC's blowing on you. That's the best part about AC, which, did you know that a lot of other countries don't even use AC in their houses? Of course, England, they had a heat wave and it was like 70 degrees, and that makes me laugh. 80 degrees, I think it may have got up to 80. That's funny right there. Right now it's like 90 some outside, and I'm sure it's only going to get hotter. I know people in Alabama and Florida are probably dying, so pray for them people. They're going through it right now. It's hot. It's hot outside. I got buddies I play with that are in Florida. It's hot down there right now. It's a heater. It's a heater. We're going through a hot summer. And yeah. Trying to check everything. So getting everything, make sure everything looks good, works good for tomorrow's live stream. Tomorrow, don't forget, tomorrow live stream will be live taste testing. I don't know what it will be yet, because I've not talked to my brother, and he makes half of the decisions on what we try sometimes. So I say sometimes because sometimes he comes up with it, sometimes I come up with it. So we're not sure yet what we're going to try, but we'll be here tomorrow, live taste testing. So make sure you join that one. So I'm just trying to make sure everything looks good, and I can able to use now I know I'm able to use my iPad to be able to do that. So that's going to be a huge help instead of having to purchase new equipment that I didn't really want to purchase, other than it would be nice to have. But now I've got ability to see your chats come in live. That's perfect. You know, one thing I forgot to do, I didn't even realize that. Boom. I didn't even have the logo there. I just now realized. That's why no one's been commenting today. Didn't have the logo there. My bad. What am I doing? Failure. That was a failure. I knew it. What's the world coming to? I forgot to put the logo. It's done. We got to start the whole process. Okay, let's start this video all over again. Okay, guys, ready? 1, 2, 3. Hey, guys, I'm here. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to go through that whole process again. Y'all can just go back and imagine that there's a logo there. Anything else I missed on the topics today? I think I got everything I wanted to talk about through out there that I could think of. We talked about the Bristol, Tennessee tax hike. If you missed that part, please go back and watch. Talked about YouTube and them possibly ever going away, where you can find us if that happens. And talked about random racist comment. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think I talked about everything I was going to talk about today. What y'all want to talk about? Great conversation, guys. Gosh. I always got to hold up the whole conversation. I get it. I got to hold up the conversation. It is what it is. You know, some people are a little nervous to talk. I understand. You know, I used to actually have some people that would come on here and help out with the conversations. Um, but I don't know what they're up to anymore. I know they should be out of college is not going on, right? I don't think they're taking any on summer classes. They may have already graduated college, to be honest with you. I kept up with, I got 50 million things going on at the same time anymore. Where's their, okay, let's see. Yeah, they're not even online right now. One sleeps all through the day and up at night, so we'll see him that much. The other one's getting married. Oh yeah, for everybody that's been a part of the channel and has hung out with me on Fridays, Mr. Cody is engaged. He proposed, and yeah, he's going to be getting married pretty soon. I don't know when they set the date, but I gotta find out myself. But yeah, he was posted on Facebook that he's getting married. So y'all wish him, congratulate him on that. Um, on his engagement. He's finally getting tied down. All you ladies, too bad you missed your shot. He's getting tied down. Mr. Cody is getting hitched. Getting hitched. Oh no, they're messing with the servers again. Great. So I run a server for um Arc, and I keep messing with the servers and stuff, and there's going to be issues again. Blows my mind. Wish they just leave it alone. That it was working fine, and then they had to go mess it up. That's what happens, Happens with some of these companies. They go mess with stuff, and then it all messes it up, and it takes them days. And they always do this right at the end of the weekend. So Arc is bad about messing something up on the weekend, or like right before the weekend, and then it's not playable for the whole weekend. I don't know why they do this. It's every week they do this nonsense, or every few weeks they do this nonsense. Past month it's been like that. Always mess something up right before the weekend going in there. So I get to spend my weekend trying to figure out what's going on with it. But I got stuff going on tomorrow. So if it goes down, it goes down. I can't do nothing about it. It is what it is. But guys, I think that's going to be it for me. It's kind of a quiet day here. It's a lull time of the year. I get it. But I hope everybody's doing well wherever you're at. As always, guys, I love you. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for watching this. Hopefully you watched it all the way through. If you did, love you even more for that. And I appreciate that. So don't forget to catch us tomorrow. We'll be live streaming tomorrow, a taste test. I want to say we're probably going to have to do it at noon tomorrow. Yeah, so noon Eastern Standard Time, probably the time we'll have to do this tomorrow. So check us out then. We'll be here. And I'm drawing. Oh yeah, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Help us continue to grow. And if you are, appreciate it. Love you. And I'll catch you tomorrow, noon Eastern Standard Time. Let's get it.